Hey, Cowboys Nation, this is Cowboys Wire News, your home for breaking news, smart analysis, rumors, and film room insights. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a snap. Let's talk America's team. Brian Schottenheimer, the offensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys, has reportedly sparked a whirlwind of speculation across the NFL after making a statement that could shake the foundations of one of the league's most electrifying offenses. Sources close to the team claim that Schottenheimer has expressed he no longer envisions CeeDee Lamb as a part of the Cowboys' future plans. This revelation has sent shockwaves through fan circles, analysts, and even players across the league, as Lamb has been widely regarded as the cornerstone of Dallas' passing game. While Schottenheimer has not directly demanded a trade, the underlying message seems clear: changes are imminent, and the Cowboys may be entering a transitional period that could redefine their strategy. Industry insiders are already speculating on the potential ripple effects this decision could have, not just within the Cowboys organization, but across the entire NFL. With Lamb's talent and marketability, the mere suggestion of his departure has ignited debates among commentators about the future of quarterback Dak Prescott and the team's offensive identity, the dynamics within the locker room, the fan base reaction, and the looming pressure from ownership are all converging to create a high-stakes scenario that feels both sudden and monumental. The timing of Schottenheimer's comments is adding fuel to the fire, as the NFL offseason is traditionally a period of both strategic recalibration and rumor proliferation. Analysts are dissecting every word, gesture, and previous decision made by the coaching staff to determine whether this statement is a negotiating tactic, a reflection of internal disagreements, or a genuine desire to move in a new direction. Lamb, who has dazzled audiences with his explosive route running, precise hands, and ability to make defenders look foolish, has been a central figure in Dallas' offensive scheme. His impact on the field extends beyond statistics, influencing defensive strategies and often drawing double teams that open opportunities for teammates. If the Cowboys were to part ways with him, the implications would be enormous, potentially altering draft priorities, free agent pursuits, and even the public perception of the franchise. Meanwhile, social media platforms have erupted, with fans passionately defending Lamb while also debating the validity of Schottenheimer's stance. The narrative is evolving rapidly, creating a charged atmosphere where speculation thrives and every new leak or insider tip becomes a viral story, further fueling the discussion about the potential end of an era in Dallas football. Rumors have begun circulating about potential destinations for Lamb should the Cowboys decide to move forward without him. Several top franchises, always on the lookout for elite wide receiver talent, are reportedly monitoring the situation closely. Teams in need of a dynamic offensive weapon could view Lamb as a transformative addition, capable of instantly altering the trajectory of a season. Meanwhile, the Cowboys management faces a delicate balancing act between maintaining team cohesion, preserving fan loyalty, and making decisions they believe are in the long-term best interest of the franchise. Insider whispers suggest that Lamb's camp is already preparing for every possible scenario, evaluating contract structures, potential trade partners, and the timing that would maximize both his financial gain and career trajectory. The tension between a coach's vision and a superstar player's role has been a recurring theme in professional sports, but in this case, the stakes feel particularly high given Lamb's prominence and the passionate nature of the Cowboys fan base. Speculation is now running rampant about whether this is the start of a quiet negotiation to reshape the offense or a more dramatic and public rift that could culminate in a blockbuster trade. Financial considerations are also a major factor in this developing story. Lamb's contract, his market value, and the potential return in any trade are all elements that analysts are scrutinizing with great intensity. The Cowboys are in a position where a calculated move could free up salary cap space, allowing them to target other high-priority positions or extend the contracts of key players. Conversely, mismanaging the situation could lead to public relations backlash, fan dissatisfaction, and even an erosion of confidence in both Schottenheimer's leadership and the front office's decision-making. Historically, decisions involving elite wide receivers have had ripple effects across multiple seasons, impacting not only immediate offensive output, but also draft strategies, player development, and long-term competitive balance. Rumors suggest that internal meetings have been tense, with differing philosophies clashing and advisors weighing the pros and cons of either retaining or moving Lamb. The narrative unfolding is as much about strategy and economics as it is about football talent, and every insider source seems to provide a slightly different angle, creating a web of speculation that is mesmerizing to both fans and sports media alike. The broader NFL landscape is reacting to these rumors with keen interest. Competing teams are analyzing Dallas' apparent uncertainty, weighing how Lamb's potential availability could reshape their off-season plans. Some analysts are already theorizing about the domino effect a Lamb trade could produce. From influencing free agent signings to altering draft priorities league-wide, the psychological element cannot be underestimated either, as players in other organizations perceive the Cowboys as possibly undergoing a seismic shift in philosophy. Meanwhile, pundits are debating whether Schottenheimer's statement represents a calculated power move to reinforce authority within the team or an earnest declaration that necessitates action. Lamb's personal brand, which has skyrocketed in recent years due to his on-field prowess and social media presence, also factors heavily into the equation. Speculation about endorsement deals, media appearances, and public perception intertwines with the purely football-related analysis, demonstrating how multifaceted this saga has become. The rumor mill is operating at full speed, and every statement, no matter how subtle, is dissected for hidden meaning, adding layers of intrigue to an already explosive story as discussions intensify. Fans are bracing for what could be a transformative offseason in Dallas. Social media campaigns supporting Lamb have proliferated, while speculative reports about possible trades dominate sports talk shows and podcasts. Schottenheimer's comments, whether intended as a tactical maneuver or a genuine critique, have undeniably shifted the narrative around the Cowboys, creating uncertainty and excitement in equal measure. The interplay between coaching authority, player influence, and organizational priorities has never been more palpable, and the ripple effects are being felt far beyond Texas, as insiders continue to leak tidbits and as fans passionately debate every development. The story is evolving into a saga that feels both inevitable and unpredictable. The potential parting of ways with a player of Lamb's caliber is a scenario that no NFL observer can ignore, and every detail, nuance, and rumor is magnified as the Cowboys navigate what could be one of the most consequential decisions in recent franchise history. The drama is building, and the world of professional football is watching, waiting to see what will happen next in this high-stakes narrative. Brian Schottenheimer's position has already ignited speculation about the Cowboys' offensive future, prompting theories about how quarterback Dak Prescott might adapt to a wide receiver rotation with CeeDee Lamb. Analysts are examining Prescott's past tendencies, his comfort with different receiver sets, and how the absence of a primary target could reshape play calling. Rumors suggest that Dallas might explore the draft for a new receiver, pursue aggressive free agent signings, or even shift offensive philosophy entirely, leaning on tight ends and running backs to compensate. Fans are debating whether Lamb's reported incompatibility with Schottenheimer is a philosophical clash or an isolated incident, with some arguing that a franchise player like Lamb should be indispensable. Regardless of coaching perspectives, the speculation extends beyond Dallas, with other teams already gauging whether they can capitalize on this potential upheaval. Lamb's skill set, versatility, and proven production make him an asset few teams would pass on, and his possible availability has generated a flurry of hypothetical trade scenarios. Each theory adds fuel to the ongoing discussion, painting a picture of an NFL offseason poised for dramatic developments and unexpected maneuvers. Sources close to the situation indicate that internal dynamics within the Cowboys have been tense in recent weeks. Locker room cohesion, player morale, and alignment with coaching philosophy are all under scrutiny. As Schottenheimer's comments reverberate through the organization, the narrative has evolved into more than just a potential player-coach disagreement. It has become a test of leadership, strategic vision, and adaptability in a high-pressure environment. Industry insiders speculate that management meetings have grown increasingly complex, with advisors weighing not only the football implications, but also the financial, marketing, and public relations aspects of any decision involving Lamb. The ripple effect of a potential departure is enormous, influencing everything from ticket sales to broadcast ratings to fan engagement on digital platforms. Meanwhile, Lamb's camp is reportedly monitoring developments with meticulous attention, strategizing ways to ensure the player's value remains maximized, while maintaining professional leverage. Every press report, every social media post, and every leak becomes a potential bargaining chip, adding layers of intrigue and tension to a saga that feels as much like a chess match as it does a football story. Industry experts are already debating which teams might emerge as frontrunners. Should Lamb become available, franchises with immediate offensive needs, veteran quarterbacks seeking a dynamic target, and organizations in rebuild mode are all theorized as potential destinations. Analysts are discussing the fit of Lamb's skill set with different defensive schemes, considering how his route running, hands, and field awareness could transform a team's passing game. The speculative narrative even extends to potential impacts on playoff projections, divisional rivalries, and long-term roster strategies. While Schottenheimer's statement is the spark, the ensuing rumor mill has taken on a life of its own, generating an endless array of scenarios, each with its own set of advantages, risks, and consequences. Fans, media, and analysts alike are captivated, dissecting every nuance, every historical precedent, and every hypothetical scenario, all while trying to predict what could become one of the most consequential moves in recent NFL history. Before we roll on, subscribe to Cowboys Wire News, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Your support keeps the Dallas Cowboys updates coming. Tell us what you think in the comments. The broader conversation surrounding the Cowboys is becoming increasingly charged, as debates rage over the merits of Schottenheimer's position versus Lamb's contributions. Former players, coaches, and media personalities are weighing in, providing diverse perspectives that further complicate the narrative. Some argue that a coach must assert authority even over a star player, while others contend that a franchise-caliber talent should not be sidelined. Due to philosophical differences, the discourse has transcended traditional sports reporting, evolving into a multi-dimensional conversation about leadership, team culture, strategy, and brand management. This growing tension is creating an atmosphere where every leak, tweet, or report is scrutinized and amplified, making it difficult to distinguish between fact, speculation, and strategic messaging. Fans have mobilized on social media platforms, creating polls, discussion threads, and campaigns to either support Lamb or call for organizational clarity, demonstrating how intertwined player narratives and fan engagement have become in the modern NFL. Rumors surrounding potential trades, free agent acquisitions, and strategic shifts continue to dominate discussions among analysts and insiders. While no official moves have been confirmed, the speculation itself is shaping perceptions of the Cowboys, influencing fan sentiment, and even affecting how other teams plan their off-season strategies. Lamb's potential availability has prompted detailed analyses of salary cap implications, draft positioning, and roster construction, with every angle being considered by both media and front office insiders. Meanwhile, Schottenheimer's role in this unfolding story is being scrutinized in unprecedented detail, with observers debating whether his approach represents a calculated strategy, a miscalculation, or a genuine breakdown in player-coach relations. As these narratives intersect, the Cowboys are at the center of one of the most compelling rumor-driven stories of the offseason, illustrating how a single comment can ripple through an entire league and capture the attention of fans, analysts, and players alike. As this saga continues to evolve, it remains uncertain how the situation will resolve. Will Lamb remain in Dallas, adapting to new coaching directives? Or will the franchise pursue a dramatic change that reshapes its identity? The speculative nature of this story ensures that every new development, insider tip, or social media leak is dissected, debated, and amplified. Fans are eagerly anticipating confirmation or clarification, while analysts construct detailed scenarios to anticipate possible outcomes, regardless of the resolution. This narrative exemplifies the complex interplay between coaching philosophy, player talent, organizational strategy, and fan expectation in professional football. The unfolding drama surrounding CeeDee Lamb and Brian Schottenheimer has captured the imagination of the NFL world, providing a high-stakes, rumor-driven storyline that will be followed closely, dissected endlessly, and discussed passionately. As the Cowboys navigate one of the most challenging and intriguing periods in recent team history. That's a wrap from Cowboys Wire News. For breaking Cowboys updates, subscribe, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Tell us your take in the comments.